Have you had recurring diarrhea on your weight loss journey on Mounjaro and Wegovy? I'm Zeinab. I'm the pharmacist from PillSorted, and I'm going to explain how much of that diarrhea is actually a side effect of GLPs and what can be the things that stack upon that side effect and make it worse. Also, how do we treat and settle down the gut? So why does diarrhea happen whilst you're on the GLP treatments on Mounjaro and Wegovy? They make two different changes in our digestive system. First of all, they slow down the digestion. The other one is they make a difference in how our body digests the fat. If more bile or undigested fat reach our colon, which is the end part of the digestive system, they start absorbing water back into the digestive system, which causes the runny poo. Although diarrhea is one of the side effects of Mounjaro and Wegovy, so 1 in 5 people on Mounjaro and 1 in 3 people on Wegovy have experienced diarrhea. So it is a common side effect. However, what I see is in some people there are different things that stack up and cause the diarrhea become a recurring constant thing for them. So those are the things that I want to talk about and unstack basically, so find the solution to get this side effect better. The first one is fatty food. So this is one of the classic triggers that can cause diarrhea. So fat heavy, creamy, fried food can cause more diarrhea. You're on the GLP treatment. Sometimes even healthy fats like avocado, like nuts, those can cause diarrhea as well when your digestive has become quite sensitive. Okay, now there's a simple way to unstack that. So for a while, go back onto simple food. Okay, things like bananas, rice, toast, potatoes. They're really good to help your digestion get back on track. Now, what's the second one? This one's an interesting one because there's hidden food triggers in things that people pick up when they want to do their weight loss journey. For example, in protein shakes, in all of the products that say sugar-free, there's actually ingredients like sorbitol, inulin, like chicory root fiber, and these cause diarrhea. It's really interesting. I've had a good number of people that have started their weight loss journey and have started the protein shake, and then they've experienced diarrhea. But when they stop the protein shake, the diarrhea has stopped. That can be a good thing to try out. So if you go for too many sugar-free products, read the ingredients in them. Now, the other one that's really important, and is our expertise, some medicines stack up and cause a side effect to become significantly worse. Okay, one of the important ones is metformin. So metformin is prescribed both for women with PMOS to help with the insulin and estrogen regulation, and it's also prescribed for pre-diabetic and first line of type 2 diabetes treatment. So these are a lot of people who actually want to lose weight. So we get a lot of people who've been on metformin and want to lose weight, so they've been on the GLPs, and one of the common side effects for metformin is actually diarrhea too. So these can stack up and cause it to become worse. Another important one is antibiotics. Antibiotics destroy the bacteria in our body. It doesn't care if it's the good bacteria or the harmful bacteria. So antibiotics usually cause some runny poo. The other ones are antacids. So especially if they've got magnesium in them, they can cause diarrhea too. Another version of common medications are the antidepressants like sertraline. And a lot of us, you might just forget that you're taking a medication, whereas when you add on another medication, they can cause the side effects to become worse. Another one is the protein pump inhibitors like the omeprazole, lansoprazole, pantoprazole. These are the reduce the amount of acid that our body produces, but it can cause more of the undigested food to reach the colon and cause diarrhea. For medication, it's really important to discuss with your GP, with your pharmacist. We're really good at doing medicine use reviews as well, and see what do we need to do with each. Okay, so sometimes it's about adjusting the dose, sometimes it's about taking a break, but what I don't want you to do is stop medication. Okay, supplements. There's a lot of different supplements that people take by themselves, and some of them can cause consequences. For example, magnesium. Magnesium is one of the supplements that people take to relieve constipation. It really doesn't matter which salt of the magnesium you're taking. I know the citrate causes more constipation relief and the other one's marketed for sleeping, but both of them can cause diarrhea too. The amount you're taking is really important with the magnesium, as well as others. For example, vitamin C. Again, it's got a lot of health benefits, but if you take more than 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C per day, it can cause diarrhea. The other one's berberine. So berberine has become quite famous. I have got a separate series about each of these supplements as a separate standalone, so I'm just touch base on these, but berberine is used a lot for weight loss journeys as well. It causes diarrhea. Turmeric too, high strength, can cause diarrhea, as well as aloe vera juice and some probiotics. So probiotics are healthy bacteria. There's a lot of health benefits for it, but if there's too much or if there's a strain that your body is not used to it can cause diarrhea, just like it can cause bloating as well. So how do we unstack this? Well, we stop them and then we gradually introduce them back, okay? Usually the best way to introduce supplements into your daily routine is one by one and within the recommended daily allowances. So the other things that are important, dairy. When your digestion has become sensitive, it becomes more sensitive to a couple of different items like alcohol, like dairy, and some dairy products are worse than others. So for example, substituting milk with yogurt or taking out dairy for a while or switching to dairy free usually can help your digestion settle. Alcohol, stop if you can. And then dehydration. This is a really important one because when we have dehydration, we usually think about replenishing the water, and that's really important with the GLPs because you have a damp and thirst signal. You do have to have that visual to make sure that you carry on drinking liquids, but not replenishing enough of the salts can cause problem as well. So especially if you have diarrhea, you want to have that salt and sugar balance as well to create that isotonic. So rehydration salts is really good. And if you are on other medications like the common blood pressure medications like the water tablets, like the ACE inhibitors, they can cause the dehydration become worse. So make sure that you're replenishing water and salt constantly. And the last one that's a key that we support people a lot with and is really important that you be mindful about is actually the dosage of the medication. So what I don't want to happen is that you're having so many side effects that you just want to put the whole thing away and say it's not worth it, because that might cause you putting your weight loss journey away. But losing weight has got a huge amount of health benefits for you, okay? So but the right dose is really important, and usually lowering the dose, taking a little bit of a break, about like a week or two, could help your digestion and your body recover and heal, and then we can start on a better balance. So what's a recap of how to do this right? First, choose gentle foods. Okay, so gut-friendly foods like toast, like bananas, like rice, simple fish and chicken. These are good. Then check what have you added into your food. The high protein things, low in sugar things, check them out. Check the ingredients in them. It might be that you need to stop them for a while or look into alternatives. The other thing is, if there's any supplements that you've started and you feel that has caused your diarrhea becoming worse or becoming recurrent, stop them, okay? And then we can add them gradually. What are the red flags? If you see blood or if you have a high temperature, those could be signs of infection, okay? And those are things that we need to check out, and it needs a visit to the doctors or talking to 111. The same with if you feel really bad pain above your stomach area, or you feel or look a little bit yellow or too pale, those are the signs that you want to get checked. As a recap, diarrhea is one of the common side effects of the GLP treatments, but it's usually quite manageable. There are different things that can cause it to become worse, but reach out to us, subscribe to this channel. I've got a lot of good advice here, and we can support you on your journey. This video is part of our Fixit First series, where I'll be reviewing all of the GLP side effects, okay? Thank you.